That has always worked pretty well for me.
Hi.
Hey, everybody.
Hello.
Hi, Nancy.
Hi.
We have a good group so far. How's everybody doing tonight?
Doing
Good.
good. How are you?
Good. Look at her. Hi,
Hi.
Adeline.
Amanda, I was thinking the other day that she looks like Josh to me a little bit. Like I can see it in her. Yeah.
Oh man, I've been getting that. Nancy said we're an even split, so I like.
She's a good kid.
That's totally possible. My parents kind of look like
Hey,
each other,
Carla.
so we look like our parents. I haven't seen your hair straight in so long. I love it.
It's been forever since I straightened it. So this is left over from yesterday.
I know, I almost didn't recognize you.
Okay.
Hey, and Mindy is here.
That was shortlist. Hot. I don't know, I
Okay.
might take this party into the bedroom.
Hi, Jacqueline.
Hello.
Welcome.
Yeah.
We're just giving everybody a few minutes to hop on. It's just now 6, so we'll give them like a minute or two, and then we'll get going for tonight.
Want tomatoes?
Got so many different things going on.
And I have to have my agenda pulled up so I don't forget what I'm doing.
Are you
Yes,
saying hi?
Miss Sales Director. Woo-hoo-hoo!
I'm so excited.
Awesome. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started. I want to welcome everybody here tonight, and this will record, so if somebody doesn't get on or has to step away or whatever, then that's okay. If things are rowdy at your place and you need to mute, that's fine. You can mute and then unmute when you want to talk. It's down at the bottom of the screen on the left. And same thing if you have to do something you don't want everybody to look at. I don't know what that is, but you can turn off your video. This goes black. So, or has your picture on there. But we're going to go ahead and start. I want to welcome you all here tonight. I do have an agenda, and so does Whitney, and this is our first co-meeting, so I'm really excited about that. We're going to share some announcements and recognition, and we're going to do a spotlight on this Fearless unit tonight before your official debut next week, which is really, really cool. So I am Nancy Beckwith. I'm the proud sales director of Nancy's Dream Believers here in Milton, Pensacola, Florida. Yay! And introducing the beautiful, wonderful Whitney Beam, sales director of the Fearless unit. Yay! It's like, yes, it's not official until probably the 5th, but we know it's done, so we're celebrating early. So Whitney, go ahead and take it away for our career path.
Okay, we're going to start with career path recognition. So if you are a brand new consultant within the last 1 to 3 months, go ahead and wave wildly so we can give you a round of applause. Oh, we have a lot of so fun. So many good things. Okay, now after you become a consultant, the next step is to become a senior consultant. That means you have 1 to 2 active team members on your team. Do you have any senior consultants among us tonight? Okay, that means position is open. So the next spot on our career path is team builder, and that's someone in a beautiful red jacket, and they have 3 to 4 active team members on their team. Do we have any team builders among us tonight?
Anyone?
Okay, we have position open. And I just saw that Ashley's iPhone joined, so we now have a senior consultant among us. So let's give her a round of applause. Woo! Okay, after team builder, which is where you get your red jacket, we have team leader, and that means you have 5 to 7 active team members on your team. Do we have any team leaders among us? Okay, positions open. We got to fill these up before the end of June, you guys. I'm so excited. All right, next spot is future director, and that is 9 active team members on your team. Do we have any future directors among us? Hannah, and Hannah, you guys, is this. Do you see the tiny little space between my fingers? That's how close she is to being in DIQ. So let's give her a round of applause. We're cheering her on. She just needs 1 more person in. Let's cheer her on and pray for her so that she can be a DIQ. And DIQ is where you have 10 or more active and you're working on becoming a sales director. And I just finished with my team becoming a sales director, which is so exciting. And then the next step after sales director, we don't usually talk about the next step, but we have someone among us who's there, and that is senior sales director, which is our very own Nancy Beckwith.
Woo!
Career path recognition for tonight, and I think at this point I turn it back over to Nancy.
We left out one person, and I don't see her on yet, but she's also not only a future director, but on target for her car.
She is. I'm gonna shoot her.
And that's Amy Miller. So you guys give it up for Amy because she's on target for her second month, shutting it down tonight. What a great gift that we got 24 extra hours. If you were on last night trying to do an order and it was like turtle slow, wave so we can see who all endured I know I was too. Yeah, Amanda, several of you. Rebecca, were you on there last night?
No, I was on the night before.
Oh my gosh, lucky you. It was so slow. Like literally minutes in between the pages.
Oh, wow.
Every time you wanted to add something to your order, it just spun and spun, and you're like, oh my gosh. So it was definitely something. But that's why they gifted us 24 extra hours, and I just love it because it's a gift. It's like time stood still, and we got 24 extra hours. And it's kind of weird too in a way because I feel like it's May 32nd instead of June 1st. Do you guys? It's kind of weird, but anyways, I'm excited about this 24 hours and what we can do in the rest of this evening time. So I'm going to open it up to crow time really quickly. If anybody has something they want to crow about, something exciting going on, unmute and let's share. Who's got something?
I've got something.
Okay, Whitney.
I got to become a sales director last week. That's my big news.
All right. I'm only 168 away. I'm close to being a star consultant. So I'm excited about that.
Oh, yay! And you won your bead jewelry this month, too.
Yeah.
Anybody else have a crow? Hannah?
Yeah, so I'm officially a future director, which is super exciting, and I am praying that I'll be able to submit DIQ by tomorrow. So I'm kind of excited, not gonna lie.
This is so fun. I love that. Rebecca's husband waved to us all. Okay, so is there anybody else that has a crow? Okay. I have a crow. I'm really excited. We have 14 new agreements so far in May, you guys. And our goal was 10. So that's pretty awesome that we have 14 new. And then I'm really, really proud of the Fearless unit, which I'm going to talk way more about later. But I'm really excited for you guys stepping up and being your own unit, which is really a big deal. So I'm really excited about that. And I want to welcome all of the new people here who've not been on our Zoom before. We want to welcome you to our unit meeting. This is a lot of fun. It's 45 minutes to an hour of training and recognition and just bonding with some of the other consultants. So I think together we're stronger, and we're excited to have you here with us tonight. So I do have a few announcements. One is that our May goals, because this is May 32nd in our brain. So today, we're shutting down May's goals. The goals were 10 new beauty consultants to join our unit and 20,000 in orders. And as of right now, we have 14 new agreements, which is awesome. We also are at 21,000 service. Shut the front door. I'm so excited. 21,000 too. So that's really cool. And I know we have other people ordering tonight and other people who may still be joining tonight. So that's exciting to know where we're going to end up. And of course, I'll do an update first thing tomorrow and let you know where we all finish. And everything that we can do today adds and counts for May. So, you know, the more we do now, the less we have to do next month in June to finish our Cadillac. And we are on target for that pink Cadillac, and we're really close, and I'll give an update at the end of tonight to let you guys know what our number is. So I'm really excited about that. So, and then of course, June's goals and things we'll be sharing with you as soon as this month actually officially is over. after May 32nd. Okay. So if we're going to do the drawing for the Kate Spade bag on Wednesday. So every single person, if you ordered $100, that's one entry. So like Mindy is a star consultant, so she has 18 entries just for that. So way to go, Mindy. That's awesome. Plus, if you earned your B, you get 6 extra entries just for earning your B. So you got 6 for doing 600, plus you get an extra 6 for earning your B, just because. So that's kind of fun too. So if you earned your B, it's 12 entries just right there. And then you have entries for every share you did, every call, anybody who watched the video. So there's a lot. I think a lot of you have a lot of entries for our Kate Spade bag, and we're going to do that drawing on Wednesday. So I need you to get me your entries. If you could do that, if you can send me your entries, just private, you can private message me or whatever, and I'll keep the track of them in my notebook so that everybody's included on Wednesday. Does that sound good?
Yes.
Awesome. The next announcement is, I just wanted to remind you guys that some of the new products that were out of stock are now back in stock. So some of the things have a quantity limit, but the lip balm, the pH Intuitive Lip Balm is there, and the Panorama Mascara is there. And the Light Beam was on there, and then it was off. So I don't know if the Light Beam is still out of stock or not. I know that they've tried to redistribute so everybody can get some. So if they're out of stock now, they may not be for very long. But a lot of those products are back. So if you missed getting the Panorama Mascara or the green correcting stick for the redness or the pH Lip Balm, they're back, and you can order those too. The next thing is tonight ends the eStart. The $30 to sign up. That is the best deal ever. I've been in Mary Kay 25 years. We've never had a $30 sign up ever, ever, ever. So I love that Mary Kay was ahead of this and knew that people didn't really necessarily need products to go to people's houses with or to have people come over during this whole quarantine time period. But I think that we're starting to get things a little bit more open, and that's great. But that $30 eStart ends tonight. So there might be somebody you're thinking of right now that you want to share it with, because tomorrow would be $100 to start a business with Mary Kay. So as far as I know, unless they change that, but that's what they were told us as directors, is that it would end tonight. So so that's really cool. And then last but not least, next week at 6 o'clock here, we're going to do a official director debut for Whitney Beam and the Fearless Unit. And I have invited the entire Gulf Coast sales directors that we usually meet with for Unite. For those of you that are local, those directors and their units are going to be on to support you guys and to support and cheer Whitney on. Also, they're going to have people from other states, like my senior director, Harriet Sharp, will be on. We'll probably have some people from Washington State on. There's going to be a lot of directors that want to come and support you guys and cheer you on, because you just have done an amazing job. So that's going to be a really cool event. So if you're part of that Fearless Unit, you're going to really want to be on next week, because it's all about you. It's going to be a big celebration for you guys. So you definitely want to be on for sure. Okay, so next up is our high sales. I'm going to turn it back over to Whitney.
Okay, and she wasn't here when we did career path recognition. I think it's kind of a big deal. So we're going to re-recognize one part on the career path, and that is someone who's a future director and on target for her car in the 3rd month. Okay. And now let's talk about the queen of sales for this past week. So go ahead and wave wildly to me if you spent $100 last week. $100. Anybody have $100? Okay, so we got some waving here and there. Okay, what about 200? Who do we have? Okay, 150. 125. Okay, wave at me again if you did 100 last week. Okay, Hannah, how much did you have in sales?
I don't remember. I think it was like 110.
Okay,
maybe.
I gotcha. Okay, 110-ish. All right, Sam, were you waving? Okay, how much did you have?
117.
Okay, I gotcha. And then Amanda, I saw you waving. Oh, can you turn your microphone on?
Sorry. So I know I had one grand day that was like 134, and then I had other sales throughout the week. So it's like, I'd have to add it up, but I know it was like 130 something for one grand day.
Okay, I gotcha. So 130 something. Did I miss anybody? Okay, let's give it up for Amanda.
Woo!
All right, so to be the queen of sales, you have to have $300 in a week. So let's see who can be the queen next week. Kind of a big deal. All right, and I think at this point, sorry guys, I have my schedule on my phone. We are turning it back over to Nancy.
Kind of felt like that was Price is Right. Did you guys get that feeling? Like 110, 124. What?
It's like
Okay, so I was actually on Price is Right one time in California. I actually got to be on the show. I didn't get picked. I didn't get to call it, but I was like right behind contestants row. So it was the coolest thing until I saw it on here. And I was like, oh my gosh, every time they showed the contestant row, you can see us right behind there. It's like, oh, this is but it was a fun
That's
experience.
awesome.
Okay, if you had a grand day this week, wave. So we know Amanda and Sam, and Hannah. Anybody else have a grand day? Okay, awesome. Okay, so how can I just ask Amanda how you sold 134 in a day?
Yeah, so I sent out a text message and I told people my goal is to place 10 different orders for different customers. What did I say? I said, please let me know by Sunday evening. That's when I'm placing my order. I told them, no pressure if you don't need anything, but if you do, let me know. And that was what happened. I had 2 different people reach out for $50 orders. So it was
Awesome for one day. So take you a lot of time.
No, it was just a quick text. It was so easy. So it was awesome. Yeah.
Don't you guys love that? Raise your hand if you love being able to make money really quickly in a short amount of time. I know. Okay, our B Achievers, I want to celebrate everyone who earned their B in the month of May that I feel like we're still in. And so that's Stephanie Reynolds, Patty Brown, Elaine Goldman, Whitney Beam, Brooke Diamond, Amy Miller, Carla Garber, Amanda Lyons, Mindy Callahan, Alicia Moon, Teresa Pitts, and me. We had a lot of B Achievers this month. That was really exciting. I'm really proud. Give yourselves a round of applause. Yay!
Yay!
Has anybody gotten theirs already?
yes.
Oh my gosh, I am so jealous. I cannot wait for mine to come in. It is just beautiful. Looks beautiful in the picture. I think it's going to be my favorite piece. So, okay, and then we have Star Consultants already this quarter. This Star quarter is not over. It ends June 15th. But right now we have 5 Star Consultants, including myself. We have Amy Miller, wave. Yay, Amy.
Yay, Amy.
We have Hannah Cook as a Star Consultant.
Hannah.
Mindy Callahan, brand new and Star Consultant. Yay, Mindy. We have Dee Dee Porter. Dee Dee, I know I saw Dee Dee. Yay, Dee Dee, Star Consultant. And me. That are like, I mean, if I could just say, Whitney's like less than $100 away. Amanda's like $100 away. There's so many that's really, really close to being. Rebecca, I think you're pretty close too. I'll have to go back and look at the number, but there's a lot of you that are really close. So I'll probably put like a shout out or a little postcard or something out to you to show you how far you have to go to June 15th. But I'm excited about that. And thank you everybody for your orders so far in May and this May/June day. And we're really rocking things out. So I'm really excited for everybody. Okay. I'm going to turn it over to Whitney. And I think we have a special spotlight here for our fearless unit. Take it away.
Okay, here we go. All right, guys. So this is my first meeting as a director, like unofficial director. All right, so next week it'll be all official with the company. But I wanted to spotlight you guys because becoming a director, like I get the title, but it is a team effort, and I wanted to make sure that you guys got the recognition you deserve for that. So I'm just going to kind of stop. I'm going to start and go across where it is on my end. So how the screens look for me is probably nothing like what they look like for you, but that's the best way I know to make sure that I catch everyone. So everyone that is in my unit, we're just gonna go for it. Okay, so I wanted to mention Rebecca Thompson. Okay, so here's a fun fact in Mary Kay. We don't always get to meet in person and be on the same team. So I've actually never met Rebecca in person, but I have loved my phone call conversations with her. She graciously was one of the first people that I kind of practiced director things with, and she was so kind because I said some dumb stuff on our phone call, and she was great. And I have loved working with her because she's got such a go-getter attitude, and she is such a valuable part of this team, you guys. Like, I don't know if you've noticed, but on the Voxer group, Rebecca's always asking questions about, hey, what's next? How do I work towards the next thing? And I love that attitude because you always have to be like having a goal and a plan so that you know where to go. So I just love that about you, Rebecca, and I am so glad you're in our unit. Okay, I'm going to move on next to Amanda Lyon. So let me tell you about how I met Amanda. Y'all, February was a crazy month in my life, and I was having a really, I'm just going to be real with you, I was kind of having a hard time getting some personal growth. So Amanda was one of the few parties I had in February, and when I met her, I just thought she was one of the kindest people I'd ever met. And her little girl was there, and she was just wonderful. So I like got really brave. I was like, if I could handpick someone that I wanted to be on my team, it'd be Amanda, but I don't think she'll be interested. So I asked her if I could share, and she was like, I'll listen to help you, but like, I'm not interested. So I was like, oh man. But I shared with Nancy, and you know what? She turned out to be interested, and now she is working so hard in her business. What I love about Amanda is that I think it's really important in Mary Kay that we kind of sometimes have to be a little bit humble and ask for help on things. We've done a lot, and something I love about Amanda is she is so great about like, hey, how can I do better? How can I learn more? And she's growing so fast, and I am so excited to see what all we've done this month. So I'm glad you're part of our team.
Thank you.
Amazing. Okay. Next for me, if I'm going through, is Carla. Okay, so I have known Carla for Carla and I met when we were like freshmen in college, I think. So that's like a lot longer ago than I like to think it is.
Yes.
But we knew each other,
Hey, can I interrupt for just 1 second?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to mute everybody except for you because
Sure.
there's some background noise on my end too.
Smart.
Okay. Hold on.
Yep. I might have to unmute me.
Okay, and then you just unmute.
Can you guys hear me? Okay, good. Nancy had to like give me permission to be unmuted, so it was like a little thing. So I'm glad that I have the floor. So okay, back to Carla. So she and I met a long time ago, and when I first started Mary Kay, I don't even know if I mentioned it to Carla. Like she kind of I maybe mentioned it in passing, but I got to be in her wedding just over a year ago. So she just had her first year anniversary. And when we were together at her wedding for her bachelorette party, I got to do kind of mini facials with her and the bridesmaids. And that was kind of our first Mary Kay interaction. But she and I had talked before. And when the $30 e-start came around, I was like, I really want Carla to do this with me. I'd wanted that for a long time, but you know, it has to be right for you. So I was so excited when this came around, and I shared with her, and she and her husband like prayed about it, thought about it, and decided they would give it a try and see. And I am just so excited because Carla and I have been friends forever, and I get to talk to her a whole lot more. Like we have a lot more conversations, and Voxer is so much fun. So it has been so great to get to reconnect with her, and I'm so excited because she is in ministry. She and her husband are starting a church. So to be able to have a little side income, but also some girlfriend time that's not like hard and heavy like doing the work is just really great. So Carla, I'm so excited to have you on our team. Okay, right next to her is Jacqueline, and ironically, this is crazy, you guys. So Carla and Jacqueline started Mary Kay the same month, and they kind of live close to each other, and they don't know each other. So they are both in Colorado. So maybe at some point you guys can do a little meet and greet between the two of you because you live close to each other, and there is no connection that I know of between the two of you. But Jacqueline, I met through my friend Abby. Now, Abby is a friend from even before Carla. Like, I've known Abby for a lot of years. So Jacqueline is Abby's sister-in-law. So I did a Zoom facial, and I met Jacqueline there, and I just thought she was really kind. She had come to like a Facebook party with me, and I asked if she'd host a party, and we were just chatting, and I told her about the $30 e-start, and just through some conversations, she and her husband thought about it, and they decided to give it a go. And it has been so fun to work with Jacqueline. She told me, she was like, I don't know how much I really want to like do with all this. It makes me nervous. And I was like, girl, I hear you, because same for me. And she has been just so easy to talk to, and it's been fun to like build a new friendship, which is the thing in Mary Kay I love. So that is Jacqueline Miller. We're so excited. Maybe Carla and Jacqueline can get together sometime. I don't know. All right. Next up, we have Sam Wilson. Okay, so I met Sam. I used to be a teacher, and Sam was one of the TAs that came over. So I think that's the first time I met her. So she wasn't my TA, but she was a TA in the music department with me. And I just thought she was like cool. I don't know. She's one of those people where you meet her and you're just like, I think I want to be friends with her. And that's how Sam was. So for Sam, I had just kind of known her. We were just friends outside of Mary Kay. And I invited her to do a pajama party facial a long time ago. And she came with another girl that was a TA with her, and we just had so much fun. So she was just like a customer for a while, and I'd asked her about Mary Kay, and she'd always been like, you know what, I love the idea, I just don't think now's the right time. But you know, I got really brave one day and I thought, I'm just gonna check one more time because like I really want to do this with Sam. And I did, and it was the right time. And it has been so fun to watch her. Like, if you guys need tips on Facebook parties, Sam is like the queen. She is so good at being interactive and staying on top of things. So Sam is so wonderful. And it's been fun to watch how she's just made Mary Kay work, because she was a full-time grad student, full-time worker, and she has really fit Mary Kay into the pockets of time. So I am really proud of Sam and how she's fit Mary Kay into her life and just made it work, even though she's busy. So yay, Sam. Super excited for just the coming months. And she's about to start a full-time job in California. So moving and all the stuff, still making it happen. All right, right next to her is Dee Dee. Okay, so y'all, you will not believe how I met Dee Dee. It's crazy. So there's this lady I know, her name is Tara. I was a camp counselor, and she was like a counselor that came from a church. So I just asked Tara on a whim if she would host a Facebook party for me. And she was like, yeah, sure. And she invited Dee Dee. So then I'm talking to Dee Dee, and Dee Dee goes, you're not going to believe this, but I go to your mom's church. So let me tell you, Tara lives in Ohio. My mom lives in Arizona. I was like, what? So I had no idea. Like, the Lord put all that together. So I was like, oh, that's totally fine. So Dee Dee, you know, if you want to order anything, just work with my mom, because you guys are like with each other. And then Dee Dee came to some Facebook parties, and I was like, she's just like really nice and fun. She was really interactive. So I think it was my mom kind of started talking to her about the Mary Kay opportunity. Do I have this right? You two can like nod or shake your head if I'm wrong on it. Kind of, sort of. She was watching all the Facebook videos about like, what does it mean to be a consultant? And then it all kind of went from there. So guys, let's just take a moment to say the pandemic wasn't, there were some good things that came even despite the pandemic, because I don't know how much we would have been able to do a facial with Dee Dee had it not been. And now this gets to be an opportunity for income for her family, and she's about to have a baby. So it's so great that we were able to meet her that way. So yay, I know, we're doing the silent clappers, at least silent to me. Okay, next to her is my mom. So I met my mom 27, just kidding. So I know my mom forever, but you guys, I kid you not, I told my mom not to do Mary Kay. So if you're ever like, I've gone too far, I've done the wrong thing, I can't bounce back from that, I literally said, Mom, you don't have time, you don't want to do this. So I was wrong, because she was like, no, I want to do it to help you. And I was like, okay. And she told me, I'm only going to do Facebook parties. I really don't want to, like, Nancy, do you remember that? My mom was like, oh, I might do a Facebook party like once a month. And then she got started. She was like, well, maybe I'll have like once a week at my house. We'll see. And next thing you know, she was the queen of sales her first year. And it has been a pleasure to watch her work, because my parents have done so much for me, obviously, and their kids. So I mean, I think most kids could say that, but my parents have done so much for me. So being able to see how Mary Kay has given back to my parents and given her grandkid money and like visiting me in Pensacola money has been really neat, because, you know, she's done so much for me. It's really nice to be able to pay that back, and to see her working on earning a car. Like, guys, my mom and I could have twin cars. How cool would that be? Like, who gets to twin cars with them? So it'll be like, I don't know what that would be like. It'll be great though. So really excited to do this with her. Okay, so next to my mom, at least on my screen, is Mindy Callahan. I have known her for a long time. Her kiddos are about my age. Me and my sisters, we used to play with her kiddos, and my mom went to school with Mindy's husband. So they're like family friends, have been forever. So my mom was the one that was kind of talking to Mindy, and I think Mindy's come to some Facebook parties. Am I right about that? You can give me a nod or shake your head. I can't remember. So, kind of, sort of. No, not really. Okay, so never mind on the Facebook parties, you guys. Tells you how much I know. But I just got to have a phone call with her, and I love that in Mary Kay we get to reconnect, because sometimes, I mean, I don't think we had spoken in a long time. We had seen each other a few years ago in passing. I honestly didn't remember it because it was so short. But it has been fun to kind of get to find out who she is, because now that I'm a grown up, we have better conversations than we did when I was 12. So it's been a lot of fun to just see her be able to start something new and see some new friendships kind of rekindled. So that's been awesome. So excited to see how it all gets started for you. I know we're just starting out, but starting as a star consultant is exactly what I did, and I'm really excited to see you at the star party. So that's gonna be fun too. Okay, on the bottom left for me is Therese. Therese is another one of those wonderful people that I've not gotten to meet in person, and I feel a little disappointed because she's one of those people where I'm like, I need to meet Therese because she's great. Something I love is that Therese is such a listener. See, here's the thing. Sometimes you don't know people are listening to everything you're saying, but actions speak louder than words. So we've been on some Zoom calls and we've given some tips about how to post things on social media. You know who I always see really putting those tips into practice? It's Therese. She is such a great learner, you guys. I'm the kind of person where I hear something and I forget about it almost immediately, but Therese really digs in deep and she makes it a point to apply the things that we're doing in training. And it has been so fun to watch you like really being brave on social media. Do you guys agree with me that it can be scary to like put yourself out there? And Therese has consistently been bold and brave, and she is working towards big goals. And I am so proud of her, and I'm excited to see what's going to come in the coming year in our Fearless unit. Okay. Right down here for me is Tracy. Now, I met Tracy towards the beginning of my Mary Kay career. Her daughter-in-law worked at my dentist's office, and that's kind of how I met Tracy and her whole family. And Tracy has just been an excellent customer for me. She is one of those people, you know how there's some people that you can always count on to answer a text no matter what? It is Tracy. Tracy will always answer a text for me. Doesn't matter. I love that about her because I always know what she's thinking because she lets me know. So it was really fun. Back in December, Nancy and I were kind of talking and she said, hey, do you have any customers that you think might be interested in getting a discount or might be interested in just helping you so you can work towards your car? And I was like, well, Tracy might be willing to listen. I don't know if she'd be interested. So we just shared with Tracy and she, you guys, has been so supportive. She has been getting her own products half price, and then she's really been supportive of me getting a car. She's been one of those people that I can always go to and say, hey, here's where we are, here's the goal. And she is right there cheering us on, working. She's done some Facebook parties. We've done a in-person party pre-pandemic. I feel like I always have to clarify that. So it's been a lot of fun to just see her consistently show up for her business, because that's really all it takes. And then in the bottom right corner for me is Ashley. I have also known her for 27 and a half years because she's my sister. And there are some fun stories about our childhood. I don't think we had good early days, quite frankly. So things have come a long way and it has been so fun. She was hands down my best, biggest customer for so long. I remember kind of towards the beginning, I said, Ashley, are you sure you don't want to sign up just to get your stuff half price? You will save yourself some money. And she was like, no, I just want to be a customer. I'm not interested in selling. And that was totally fine. But it has been so fun because she decided she wanted to just try it and see and just have kind of that extra money to fall back on, and to be able to take the summers off of teaching and still have some income on the side has been a really good fit for her. So it's been really fun. And I love going over to her house. She has, like, if you guys need ideas on how to display your inventory well, Ashley has your back. She is so good at like displaying. She's got, she's a theater teacher. So she's really, really good at like putting things together to look great. And it's been fun to go over there and see her girls love that she does Mary Kay. Like, it's really just changed the whole Webb family because her girls are like, the class is in my house all the time. So it's been a lot of fun to do it with her and doing some Facebook parties. And she just became a senior consultant. And there's something really, really cool about seeing your family succeed at something that you've been trying to work on with them. So it's been really fun. So, okay, I want to make sure, I think that's everyone that's on our party. The screens have started changing around for me. So the order I started with is not the order I see now. But I think that's everyone that's on the Zoom meeting tonight. There's a lot of people in our team that aren't on the Zoom meeting. But you guys, this doesn't happen without you. Being a director is a title that I get because I get to work with fabulous, strong women. And I am so grateful for you. And I am so grateful for Nancy because she is not in our Fearless unit, but she is the reason there is a Fearless unit. Because you see, when I was asked to do Mary Kay, I said no. And then I said no again. And then I said, no, again, you guys. I kid you not. Every time she asked me, she was so great because I didn't know she was asking me again. Like, she's just really good with wording. So I just like didn't even put together that this was the second and third time she checked in with me. But she was persistent and kind and consistent. And she always treated me with respected my decision to do it or not to do it every time. And I'm so grateful for her consistency because I would not get to have the flexibility to make the income for my family if it wasn't for Nancy. And Nancy has invested in everyone on this Zoom call in some way. So I just wanted to make sure that I did not let it pass that the Fearless Unit is here because Nancy was willing to mentor me and so many of us on this Zoom call. So that's kind of my shout out for everyone. I'm grateful. I've cried a couple times because sometimes I just get overwhelmed with how big this is. And I am so grateful to be doing this with you. So that's it. I'm out of words. I think we're unmuting. There it is.
Okay, so you can all unmute yourselves if you want to, or you can stay muted. I unmuted everybody, so it's back on you that you can do it. If anybody wants to affirm anything that Whitney has said, or just you have a few words for Whitney, I'm going to open it up. Don't be shy, guys. Amy?
Yeah, I just am just so thrilled about the Fearless Unit, and kind of have been here from the beginning of this journey. And Whitney, you're just awesome. And yes, Nancy has helped this to happen, but your dad and I are both really proud of you.
Thanks. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. I have my waterproof eyeliner on purpose.
Me too.
I know you guys are like, it made me cry. Anyone else want to say anything?
I'm just super excited and proud of Whitney and just all of her hard work. We had the same similar first introduction to Mary Kay experience that really did not go over well, and really, for me at least, for the longest while was like, we don't want anything to do with that.
This was pre-Nancy, to clarify.
This was back in Tennessee, and she had good intentions, let's just say that. But it's just really neat to see how she's really jumped into it and just really poured her heart into it, and to see her not be one of those people that's like, you have to do this and you have to do this now. Like, she's not that pushy personality that unfortunately with salespeople or with anybody that sells anything on Facebook can be sometimes. It's just really neat to see how her just consistency and just her, hey, this is what I'm doing, and I really want to be successful at it. And just to see her success has been really cool to see how just the Lord's blessed, and just the journey and the stuff that they've gone through has been really neat to see. And now to walk alongside it with her is really exciting.
I love that you do this with me.
Yes, and I hope that, I think next week when we do the official debut party, I hope, Whitney, that you'll share a little bit about some of the obstacles then in your story, because it's a good one. It's a good story. We all have a good
God has
story.
really showed up.
Yes, but your story is incredible. I mean, you know, you're a COVID-19 sales director.
Oh, glory to God. I mean, you guys, when the pandemic popped up, I literally like went to the ceiling and I was like, oh, it's been a journey.
Yes.
Does anyone else want to say anything?
I just want to say I'm so proud of you, Whitney, and I'm so thankful that you asked me that day at the party, because, you know, I really did not think I would want to do this, and it's been such a blessing, and I just love everyone I've met and the friendships, and I would not want to be in this, you know, so thank you.
I think Hannah Cook, I saw her hand do thing.
I can't see my face, so I'm like, I don't know where my hand is. It's there. But I'm just so excited for you, Whitney. First of all, because I've been a part of your journey basically since you earned your red jacket. So like, that's been super cool to actually see somebody go through the steps and get there. So that's extremely motivating. And yes, Nancy did definitely, you know, help coach, but one thing that I have to tell you is that every time I've heard you talk, like since the day I met you, you sounded like you were going to be a director. Like it was there the entire time. So I'm telling you, you already had it there. It was just a little bit of coaching from Nancy, helping you kind of figure out how to make it happen. And you did it. And you are going to be absolutely amazing. I'm so excited to watch your journey as it kind of continues.
And I'm excited to be sister sales directors of you, Miss Cook. Mrs. Cook.
Anyone else? Anybody? Sam?
Hey, yeah, I just wanted to say, I think I've mentioned it before, just like how, I guess Carla, who had said it, of, I had, bad experiences with people trying to sell me stuff where they'd only talk to me if they thought they could get a sale off of me, and I know, Whitney, when I was a TA, you were kind of like one of the reasons why I made it through, because you were, so real, such a good friend, such an encouragement. We were both like pulling our hair out together, but we were smiling while we were doing it. But you've been such an encouragement all through this, and showing me how I could use just this little bit, not pushing me, not saying every time, well, you should do this or else I'm not going to talk to you anymore. Like, you are my friend, whether or not I bought from you or whether or not I saw decided to sell. And it's been so much fun getting to talk to you more and getting to meet all these awesome ladies. But you've been such an encouragement, and I'm so proud of you, and I'm so excited to be part of your fearless unit. And it's so neat getting to see you get to help your family out doing something you love, and me having the chance to be a part of this and help my family out as we're trying to get through all this craziness and get across the country, and still be able to get the makeup that I love for a good price too, and sell it to family. And but yeah, thank you so much for being an encouragement and a blessing through all this craziness, and being in, like, showing God's light and his strength through you and through all of the obstacles that you have had this last year. So great job, and thank you.
Thanks, Sam.
Hey, Whitney. So I just wanted to say thank you for your enthusiasm and your positivity, because I think that's what keeps me going. I don't work it as much as I should, and anytime I hear or see your posts or your boxes, it really motivates me even more. So if I'm in a place where I'm like, yeah, I can't do this right now, I listen to you and I feel like, okay, yes, I can. Like, get up off your butt and do it, So I really appreciate that, and I really appreciate you for doing so. And congratulations on being a director, and I'm super excited to be on your team. So thank you.
Thank you, Therese. That's very kind.
This is fun.
It's a little awkward, so so kind.
I want to say, I don't want to cut it off if somebody else wants to say anything. Just kind of raise your hand at me. But I want to say what Sam was sharing and what Carla was sharing about, in Mary Kay, we're not supposed to be aggressive. We're not supposed to attack people. And that's definitely not, it's not the way the company wants to be represented. And so I love that we can just be real women who are making income for our families, or having fun, or just hanging out with positive girlfriends. It's a safe place to belong, where we can all feel a part and we can all have a place to win, whether we do a little or a lot. And I think that, it's an important reminder that, how we come off to other people. We never want to be that person that's like, only talks to people when we want them to buy something, or, like, that's so not me anyway. I'm just not a salesperson. So I hate asking people for money. I'm not going to do that. You know what I mean? But it's great to have this opportunity that's so credible that you can just share it. And it's like a gift. It's like something you're excited about. Like, if I go to the shoe department and they have a 50% off sale on these amazing shoes, I'm going to call Whitney and go, oh my gosh, you got to come to DSW, or, whatever, and tell her about the shoes. It's that same excitement about the Time Wise cleanser, or the charcoal mask, or that Fanorama mascara. I mean, come on. That's awesome stuff. So it's just sharing that excitement. That's all we do, whether it's with the product or with the opportunity, but it's about being real and respecting other people. And I think that it's awesome that your unit members already see you in that light, and that they know that that's the way they're going to be too, because that's what the leader's doing. So I really am proud of you for leading the way in that.
I learned a lot of how I communicate with others is based on how you've communicated with me. So it really matters how you lead. It does.
Thank you. Thanks for saying that. We're going to have to end the meeting. We're going to all cry.
Yeah. Waterproof everything.
Does anyone else want to say anything to Whitney or for Whitney? Okay, yay, Rebecca.
Oh, I think we got to
Oh,
unmute.
we got to unmute you.
There, am I there? Okay. Thank you, Whitney, for those words. That was very sweet. Someday we'll get to meet, and I'm actually really excited to be on your team and with your mom and everybody.
I'm excited too.
Okay, so I'm going to move on, and I'm going to give you guys the challenge for this coming week. But it's going to go, I guess it's going to go for 2 weeks, kind of. I don't know. Well, Whitney and I will discuss that and see if we want to end it in a week or maybe do it 2 weeks. But the challenge, because next week we're not going to have this intimate time. We're going to be with everybody in the Gulf Coast for the debut. So, and what we're going to be doing, by the way, on the debut is recognizing your unit. There's a director's oath that I'll share with Whitney. My senior will give me a senior director oath, so it's kind of official. And then there's going to be some recognition for the unit, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So, and Whitney's obviously going to share her story too. And then we're going to give away a half-price starter kit. So we can invite guests to this one. If you have someone who you think might be interested, they can hop on and listen. And we're going to give away, I'm going to do a drawing at the end for a half-price starter kit. And I've got Callie kind of helping me with the how-tos of that, but we're working on that. So I'm excited.
Quick about that. If you're in the Fearless unit, next week on the Zoom meeting, that's when you want to bring your Fearless sign. And we're going to show them at the end of the meeting. There's going to be a lot of people on there that we don't know. So that'll be in some ways kind of how to recognize who is in our unit and who's not. So that's when you'll want to bring that.
Oh, you guys, that's going to be so powerful too. I just can't wait to see that. That's just going to be awesome. So I'm so excited about that for you guys. So that's a little heads up for next week. But the challenge for this week is to have 2 grand days. That's the challenge, to have 2 grand days this week, which is the 31st through June, whatever. 6th.
30.
Through June 6th. So May 31st to June 6th to have 2 grand days. That's the challenge. And then we'll probably do a different challenge for the next week after that before we get back on the 15th. I did want to, for inspiration tonight, just share with you about our pink Cadillac. And I know many of you have been asking and all of that. So I wanted to tell you, we are right now $17,400 away by the end of June. And so I'm just so stoked, you guys, because that's really close. I mean, we're not even finished with this month and we're already at 21,000. So I know we can do 17,000 and wrap this Cadillac up and be a pink Cadillac unit. And the other thing is that we've already crossed the circle of achievement. So last year we did 300,000. So those of you that were at seminar, I got to go on stage for that and get the sash and the recognition and the rose and all that. Remember that? That was so much fun. Well, this year the goal was 650. So we're not hitting 650, but we are definitely going to cross the 400,000 line. So that means we've done over 100,000 more than we did last year, this year, which is really cool. And that's why I post those things sometimes when the company sends out most improved or highest in the state in the ranking. If we're 29 or 28 or whatever. So it's exciting to be able to see our unit represented. And it's not me. I mean, I'm just representing all of us because it's all of us together that makes it work. So I just think, that's recognition for you guys too. So I'm really excited and proud to recognize all of us as a $400,000 Circle of Achievement unit. And we're going to get that pink Cadillac. And I know after tonight, it's going to be even closer than 17,000. It's going to be amazing. And I'm looking forward to that. So I wanted to give you that update. And I don't think there's anything else on my sheet. Did I forget anything, or is there anything?
One thing, if you can send me your picture holding your Fearless sign by tomorrow evening, you'll bring it to next week's Zoom, but if you can send it to me by tomorrow evening, that will be great. It doesn't have to be fancy. Just maybe don't be in your sweats. That's about all I ask. But if you could send that to me by tomorrow evening, that'd be great.
Awesome. Okay, we're going to close with our We have a pink Cadillac attitude. So we're gonna go, we're closing a little bit early, about 10 minutes early, because it's again. So we get to finish do orders and everything. So we're gonna go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna go at that pace. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna put our hands in the air and say, we are a pink Cadillac unit. Okay? Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We are
a pink Cadillac unit.
It's always so fun. All for being on. If we can do anything to help you guys with your orders or finish it up tonight, just let us know. I'll be working a little bit. I know Whitney will be too, and Amy will be too, and Hannah will be, and Elizabeth will be. So if you guys need any help, just reach out to us. And we will see you soon. Thanks everybody for being on. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.